With the current sales on Amazon, you can get this exact hair steamer for 150 bucks plus tax. Don't get me wrong, it looks real nice, real fancy, real professional, you know, like supermodel, like you're doing something right. But do you really need a steamer? Is steaming even good for your hair? I mean, what does it even do? And is there a cheaper version? I've had this steamer for a year now. I feel like I could answer a couple of these questions. Right now, we're gonna take a trip to the past and check out when I first unboxed this steamer, my first time trying it, and my initial thoughts. After that, I'll be back to answer all the steam related questions. So let's just... So I'm gonna go get it and open it up. I'm gonna put it together. And yes, this is very exciting. You don't understand. I'll be right back. And this is the box. Okay, let's just get you a better view like this. Oh, there's one in here. Yes. I believe those are the legs. There's a wheel. Okay. It's wrapped up in this burrito. Don't know what this is. I'm just going to slice and dice. Please be careful when you do this. Oh my goodness. I have a heated dryer that y'all haven't seen yet. I've had it for years. So for the most part, I expect this to be pretty similar. This looks a little bit more heavy duty. This is important because it's wrapped in... Okay, so that was nice. They didn't want it to scratch, so they did that. Have our wheels. Okay, this is again a really nice thing. With my heated dryer, I have to put the wheels on, all of them, one at a time. It's like an arm, and then you have to add it to the thing. So, but this one, it has grooves here and here, and I would assume it would go like so. I need a screw. I know that much. So, spring back. Okay. We have our tightening knob here. Okay, maybe there's definitely a spring to it. Maybe the screw is in here. Okay, and look at it. Look at it. Okay, so we have a little hole right here that should go into. Now my question is, how does this attach to that? So let's figure that out real quick. I think that plate comes off. This is so pretty. Okay, it has a little bit of a sparkle to it. So if you don't like glitter, you might not like that. All right, so it's make out. Oh, okay, screw. The screw at the bottom here. Okay, see, look at that. It comes right off. These grooves are gonna hold this. And like so. Okay, and then we put the plate back on here. And we put the screw in. This is so much better. So much better than my dryer. Alright, and then you just screw it back on. And that's that. That's great. That's absolutely great. Now, for the water. Nice and easy. Put it back as more. Okay, so there's little grooves here that lock to each other so it won't come out. You take it, what is that, clockwise? Counterclockwise. You turn it counterclockwise to loosen, clockwise to tighten. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Like that. And then it has a little indicator here for max. Okay. So that's great. It goes all the way down. If for some reason you have to be sitting on the floor, it looks like it might work. I love how simple that is. So you can move it like this. It has a little bit more of a, it's a little bit harder to do. You just bring it down. And like I said, if you're sitting on the floor, I feel like you might be able to do this. If you don't have a chair that you're happy with, what do you do? There's also a knob on the, maybe you fill it there. Cause that goes straight into, But that's neat, okay? So I don't have to worry about tightening and loosening. There are also some holes on the top here. And it has, okay, so this is a ventilation system on the top. Maybe if it gets too hot, you just turn it. And it does have all the instructions here. I just like figuring things out. But all the instructions are here. I'm putting things together. It says fill water from the water filling hole. What is a water filling hole? Fill water from the water filling hole. Ew. Okay, so this is not how you fill it. Remember I was looking at that and I'm like, oh, there's a hole here. Okay, let's put this back because they don't want us to fill it here. They want you to fill it here. Make sure the water level does not exceed the max. Switch on the power by pushing the power button. Set up desired time by pressing the plus and minus buttons. The water will be heated and steam will start to spray in approximately 5 to 8 minutes depending on the water volume. The unit defects when the water level is low and automatically shuts off. To restart the unit, simply turn on the power and fill the water jar with water. Okay, so yes, they want you to fill it right here. Oh, I think I'm in love. Sorry, husband. I do not know. Oh, is this what that was seen in the thingy? No. After using for a while, the recycled water container will be filled with recycled water. Okay. I missed a spot. Recycled water stand. This is what this is. Recycled water stand goes here. It seems. Okay, so you see these grooves. You see the grooves, right? Okay. So I see grooves there too. So I think it just. Oh. Okay. I think it just slides in here. Yes. How does it go further? Is that it? Okay, so it goes in there, and then we have a little nozzle here where the discarded water is going to go, and it's going to go in there. So then it says after using for a while, the recycled water container will be filled with recycled water. Take it out from the unit and pour the water out, and then put it back to the holding position. If the unit is not being used for a long time, drain out the water in the water tank. Tank would be back here. This is your tank here. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go wash my hair because it's a little scary underneath here. And then we're gonna deep condition and steam or deep conditioner, which is very exciting. You have no idea, okay? You have no idea. Okay. Ugh. It is bubbling, it is boiling. It said 5 to 8 minutes, so I was just putting my deep conditioner. Oh, I hear things. It low-key sounds like some water boiling, honestly. Alright, so it doesn't tell you when it's ready. And it's definitely going. So we're gonna... Okay. It is warm in here. It is definitely warm. So we'll probably try this little thing here. But let's see how we do. It got hot in there. It got real hot. And that was just like that much water. And I'm dripping. Okay, since I have 5 more minutes, so I did 10. It should take me that long to rinse it off. So we'll see if it beeps. You stay here, you watch that. Okay, I'm back. How'd it go? Okay, so while we're waiting for that, let's talk about it. My hair feels very soft. My scalp, like, I'm sure my pores are wide open. So all of the nutrients from my deep conditioner definitely got in there. I really, really, really like it. I just need to find the right level, I think. Okay, so it does beep. It does beep. So what do we think? I know, you probably have loads of questions. I'm gonna go through a few questions and answer them to the best of my ability. I'm sure I won't get them all. So if you have any other questions, thoughts, or comments, drop them below and I'll be happy to address whatever I can. So let's get right into this. I have about 5 questions and I feel like these questions cover the meat of the issue. Question number 1, should I get a hair steamer? And the answer is yes. Yes, you should. But let me get a little bit more into why you should with question number 2. What does a steamer do for your hair? So what a steamer does is probably exactly what you think. So when you steam your face, your pores open. The same applies to your hair. When you steam your hair, the cuticles lift or open. This is a great thing because 1, when something is open, it's easier to put something in it, isn't it? So if your hair cuticles are open and you're adding a deep conditioner to that experience, your deep conditioner is able to penetrate the shaft of your hair at a much deeper and more precise level. Ooh, very important also. Another benefit of a steamer is it increases blood flow to your scalp, which increases hair growth. This is what we want. Hair growth, blood circulation, happy, healthy hair. So yes, steaming softens your hair, strengthens your hair, gives it moisture, keeps it juicy and curly and happy. Steaming is the way to go, people. I'm telling you. Why not use a shower cap? You can. It's a great idea, and that's why we've been doing it for years and years. But a steamer gives you that extra oomph that you might just need. So that brings me to question number 3. Is steaming good for all hair types? There is a way to use a steamer for all hair types. Depending on your porosity, you might want to steam for a shorter or a longer period of time. If you have high porosity, being that your pores are very open, you're probably not going to really want to steam very often at all. you probably only want to steam for 4 or 5 minutes because your pores are already open. If you have medium porosity, being that your pores are open-ish but not extremely closed either, somewhere in between, a steamer is a great way to open those pores a little bit more so you can get whatever product into your hair. If you have a low porosity, I think a steamer is a great way to go, being that your pores are closed. Opening your cuticles to allow whatever to penetrate into your scalp is an excellent way to help your hair grow. Another thing that affects whether or not a steamer would be for you is the damage level of your hair. If your hair is very damaged, steaming should help your hair a lot. If your hair is relatively healthy, it's just a good boost. Question number 4, when and how should I steam? Okay, this is very important. Steam is great, but steam can also be bad. I would recommend steaming once to twice a month, depending on your porosity. And when you do steam, I would never, ever steam longer than 30 minutes. Honestly, for me, I don't steam past 10 minutes, 15 at the most, because I have medium porosity and my strands are so thin. I do feel like it gets a little too hot, and too much steam and too much heat is damaging. It can create brittle, dry hair, when in fact the opposite is what a steamer usually does. A steamer gives you juicy, happy hair. A steamer is a great way to hydrate, a great way to nourish your hair. So if you are overdoing it, in fact, you are going to dehydrate and dry out your hair. So I would not, again, you're going to have to feel this out for yourself. But for me, I don't go past 15 minutes. I have in fact used the steamer too long and my head was smoking. It was terrifying. Okay, so don't do that. Editing Joe here, I just wanted to make sure and reiterate really important, instead of just writing it, when water gets to a certain temperature, what happens to it? It boils, right? Okay, so if you have a steamer on your head, steam is water. Your hair might be wet from washing your hair, or just the fact that the steamer is literally dropping moisture into your hair. If your steamer is hot, which it should be, and if you are under there for too long and you get too hot, or it gets too hot, water is going to boil in your hair. We don't want our hair to boil. Okay. Another thing that I've discovered, for me, there's a lot of water that tends to run down my face, so I get this little, it's for when you're steaming your face, but I use it, it's kind of like a headband. I just put it around the perimeter of my hairline and I go under the steamer, and it prevents all that water from drowning me, basically. Also, a steamer is not only for after you wash, it can also make your wash go easier. If you take 2 to 5 minutes under the steamer before you wash your hair, a steamer is supposed to lift and open. So it's a great way to get your pores on your scalp open and ready for your shampoo and conditioner. It also is supposed to lift some of the dirt off of your scalp. Another great pre-cleansing ritual. Another really good tip would be to steam your hair for 2 minutes. Get out, put the deep conditioner in, and then get back in under the steamer. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely a must try. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Question number 5. Are there cheaper versions of a steamer? It's a great question because $150, I mean, professional standing steamer can cost anywhere between this and this. A handheld steamer can cost this much, and a tabletop steamer can cost that much. So why buy this or that when you could just use a cap or a heating cap? Now, heating cap isn't gonna give you the steam and water that you experience with a steamer, but it is a great alternative. In my opinion, it really depends on 2 things: how much space you have and how much money you want to spend. Do you want to spend a lot? Are you more comfortable spending a smaller amount of money? If I was in a medium budget, I would rather buy a tabletop, because I still get the hooded experience. I still feel a little bit more of like a, you know, a sauna kind of situation for my hair. It's all enclosed. I was trying to save money. I would try just a cap until I was ready to do anything else. However, if you have space and money, I would say get the stand-in steamer. It is an excellent addition to your hair care routine because the stand-in steamer moves and it's so accessible to me. I'm able to go wherever I want with my steamer. I can just pack it up and I can move it with me. But the best part is I don't have to worry about the height of a table and finding another chair that I can sit under that will bring me to the right level for the tabletop. That is the most irritating thing in the world to me. Like, I could use this right here if I really wanted to. I mean, obviously I have to lift it up, but you get the point. Those were my 5 questions. I hope that kind of covers a little information for you. Like I said, if you have any more questions, just drop it below. But I do want to, again, reiterate, don't use a steamer too long. Be aware of what your hair is doing and how it feels when you are using a steamer, but at the most point, enjoy the steaming experience. It is absolutely lovely. It feels so soothing and so relaxing. It is just the best, in my opinion. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for clicking this video. If you made it this far, thank you. You are a beautiful person and I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you learned something and I hope you come back. See you next time. I hope I covered everything. My eyes turn red? No, Father. Why do my eyes turn red every time? Too many lights. Okay, are there any other things I felt like I needed to say? I don't know if that's true. I'm over here making up crap.